Hi there, welcome to Friday's edition of Journey Through the Gospels. Today we are in Luke chapter 21. Be prepared. Now that's the Boy Scout motto. I wasn't a Boy Scout, but that was their motto, be prepared. And saying be prepared, it means be prepared to do whatever is necessary to help others. It means be prepared to do whatever it takes to handle any situation that you're presented with. Bottom line, be prepared. Now in Luke 21, we see where Jesus spends most of the chapter talking about the last days, talking about the things, the events surrounding the time when He's going to return. And He lays out many verses talking about things, wars, rumors of wars, earthquakes in various places, kind of like just a few miles down the road in Oklahoma. Crazy here in the middle of the United States, but earthquakes in various places, and all of those things happening. But at the very end of what Jesus says is what I want to look at today. Starting in verse 34, Jesus says, "Be careful, or your hearts will be weighed down with dissipation, drunkenness, and the anxieties of life, and that day will close in on you unexpectedly like a trap. For it will come upon all who live in the face of the whole world. Be always on the watch, and pray that you may be able to escape all that is about to happen, and that you may be able to stand before the Son of Man." And so after Jesus has laid out all of these events that are to happen, at the end He says, "Be careful, or your hearts will be weighed down with dissipation, drunkenness, and the anxieties of life. And that day will close on you unexpectedly like a trap." Now, when He talks about dissipation, drunkenness, and the anxieties of life, basically what He's saying is that be careful that your hearts, be careful that you are not overly consumed with the complexities of this life that you're in, that you are not prepared, or that His return comes on you unexpectedly. In other words, He says, don't get so caught up in everything in life that you're not ready, that you're not prepared for when He returns. And He finishes up by saying, be always on the watch. In other words, be prepared and pray that you may be able to escape all that is about to happen. The bottom line of what Jesus is saying in this passage is, after He's laid out all of these awful events that have yet to come and are coming, at the end of it, He says, guys, be prepared. Don't let anything in this life take your eyes off of me and take your eyes off of being prepared. But be prepared. Be prepared. I mean, we get so busy with life. We're so busy, with our jobs. If you have a spouse and you have children, then you are busy with them. You're busy with family things. You're busy going to concerts and football and basketball games and Girl Scout things and 4-H things and there are so many things. We just get so busy, or we're so busy on Facebook or on Twitter or on Instagram or whatever. I mean, there are so many things that we get so busy and so consumed with. Just in the last several months, how consumed have we been over the coming presidential election? And now even after the presidential election, people are so consumed by the news and so many things. But we get so consumed by so many things that it's easy for us to take our eyes off of the most important thing, and that's being prepared for when Christ returns. So I encourage you today, be prepared. Make sure that your life, make sure that your heart is right with Christ, that you are prepared for when He returns. And if you're not sure if you're prepared, just say, Lord, I want to be prepared. Lord, if there's anything in my life that is hindering my relationship with you, Lord, reveal it to me. And then when the Lord does that, just say, Lord, forgive me of that. Lord, forgive me for letting those things consume my thought life and draw me away from you. And Lord, forgive me of those things, and then begin following after Jesus, that you are ready for when He returns. That's going to do it for today and for this week, week 12 in our journey through the Gospels. Next week we start week 13, And we're going to be in Luke chapter 22. We are almost finished with the Gospel of Luke, and then we'll head into the Gospel of John next week that will take us on through December. So I hope you have a great weekend this weekend, and I look forward to seeing you on Monday.